What's up, guys? Welcome
Hey.
back to a new episode of Kevin's Fate. You know me, it's your boy Kevin Davis. You know what I do. I've said it 1,000 times at this point. But today is the season one finale of Kevin's Fate podcast. And of course, I had to bring my brother back for this finale because one, he has an awesome story on Kickstarter right now called Fisticuffs that it hit me to my heart so freaking fast, and you guys better back in while you're watching this video. It's in the description of this video while you're watching. So, Fred, welcome back, my brother. Welcome to the season finale.
I acknowledge you, sir.
Honorary Oost to end this first season, man. I know it's been a roller coaster, brother. Just like before the launch, 'cause you was on here before the launch talking about it, and now it's actually here.
Mm.
I know the nerves are racking even more now because it's here.
Oh yeah. I never relax during these things, man. It's always
Yeah,
stressful. It always feels like there's something else to do, but it's fun.
yeah,
Like I love it. Like seeing people respond to it, seeing the book, do well. Hopefully getting funded soon. Yeah, it's all a great process, but like anything that's worth it. It's hard, man. It's hard. So
heck yeah,
happy
brother. I'm like,
happy to
I'm
be
just gonna,
here.
I'm just gonna get to the nitty gritty right quick. Go ahead and get this
Hmm.
sucker going. Let's share this. Can you see
Hmm.
that, brother?
Yes, I can.
Awesome. Fisticuffs books 1 through 4 is now on Kickstarter, guys,
Hmm.
as I said at the beginning of this show. And Fred, take it away and tell us what is Fisticuffs and why we should back it.
Absolutely. Fisticuffs is the story of a functional drunk whose comfortable life derails when a one night stand has deadly consequences. It is the sense of humor of The Boys meets the explosive action of Invincible with the kind of deeply personal storytelling that you would get in like a Martin Scorsese movie. It's grim, it's gritty. Like Kevin said, you like connect to like the dysfunction and the addiction and a lot of the themes that are, unvarnished in this story. It is a now, I mean, I mentioned on Lori's show the other day, it's really a 7-issue miniseries. It was, we had been announcing it as a 6-issue miniseries for the longest time because Stan and I were lunatics and we thought like we would do like a 52-page finale. And now that I'm actually
Uh,
doing Kickstarters, the idea of a 52-page floppy is death. So we're going to do two 26 pages. We're not going to change the story at all. It's not meant to be changed. It's the way it is. We're not going to add any pages or anything like that. We're just going to, and I built in a break into the story because I thought this might happen because it was so long. But it's a beautiful book drawn by Stan Yak, who is just the best. If you guys are familiar with his work, I keep describing him as a naughty Jim Lee, somebody that does like really cool like superhero forms and everything is like proportions and everything like looks gorgeous, but he's able to add like this kind of like grungy, punk rock messiness to the precision. It's a really cool effect that I like a lot. It kind of feels to me a lot like the independent films of the 90s and the 70s, kind of gritty, film grainy and stuff, but
yeah, I can definitely see that. Yeah.
yeah. And Stan draws a very cinematic style, the way he, I write a cinematic style, right? Like I come from screenwriting. So, my scripts are really, kind of frustrating, I'd imagine, like wide shot this, medium close up that, but he also draws that way. And, when he deviates, he improves and comes up with angles and stuff. I was telling the story the other day, like when we first met and we did book one, I think it's like page 7 or something. There's a scene where it's like, spoiler alert, like he burps in the face of somebody who then discovers that he's drinking where he shouldn't be. And he looks down at the piece of paper and like, it's like drawn really like at an intense angle with a lot of thing. And like, it was only like the 6th or 7th page that I got from Stan. And I remember like being like a giddy like girl. I'm like, this is so awesome. This is so awesome. Thank you so much. And he just responded back like, yeah, about as awesome as a piece of paper can be. Smiley face, like he was like, he was trying to be nice and like, yeah, dude, I draw like real action scenes. You're getting excited about a sheet of paper. So,
Literally,
but no,
like just like this cover right here that's on the screen right now. This is legit a movie poster worthy
right. That's Erwin Arosa,
piece.
actually. That's Erwin, and he crushed this. He's also I got to work with like just the best people on this project. I highly recommend all of them. Erwin is incredibly cool to work with, incredibly cost effective, does quick turnaround time, and as you can see, brilliant work. Like I sent him an idea, he sent me 3 back and was like, which one do you like the best? And it's like, he's just great to work with. So highly recommended. And then of course, Kiss Kiss, who does the cover C and the exclusive cover that we've got for the 72-hour window. And that's something I want to stress right now, the importance of the backing now in the first 72-hour window. Number one, we want to fund early so we can signal to other people that it is safe to back and get involved. But also, we want to get the Kickstarter algorithm on our side and ride that thing like a wave and do as best we can. Yes, and yes, and also the other thing is the 72-hour window. We have a variant of the variant by Kiss Kiss that's going to be done in that's the hypnotic version, right? And we have that available in foil and metal. It is the only cover in the campaign that is guaranteed to be available in foil and metal. But if we get funded quickly and we start unlocking stretch goals, I can tell you that some of the other covers of Book 4 will become available in foil and metal to you guys. So there'll be a way to go in, easily upgrade your order to if you want to swap it out to a foil version or just add a foil version to it, also available. So
that's a badass cover too.
Right, it's gorgeous. It's gorgeous. So yeah, and
72 hours, guys. Make sure if you want it, you better grab it because 72 hours is almost up.
Yes, and then we've got a ton of also other really cool stuff on here. I quite like the Blossom minifigure. So spoiler alert. Now, see, Fisticuffs is as I said, like a deeply personal story, right? But it's also a lot of things. It's allegory. It's over the top. It's bombastic, right? And it's also tells the personal story in patterns, right? Like patterns that I've experienced with addiction and my mental health and things of that. But it's done in a big over the top way. So in this particular issue, Nick fights a villain who is a giant blooming onion, and we were able to make a 3D printed figure of that. I think that's on the main page, or it might be on the add-ons. But if you were so inclined, and those are great too. If you were interested, if you wanted, if you and a group of friends want to pitch in and stuff, you guys get 2 sets of the comics, all the behind-the-scenes content, and we have. I really just not just the fact that I want to sell one of these, but I really want to do this cover idea. I have a freaking awesome idea that I ran by Stan, and Stan was like, hell yes, we can do it and stuff. So if we're able to do it and you guys want to be a part of it, jump in back, whether it's your family, a group of your friends or something, we can put you on the cover. You get to be drawn by Stan Yak, who is an absolute master, and we get to do this fun, spoofy, amazing cover that I've wanted to do for a while. So hopefully somebody will take us up on that. But if you scroll down, the Blossom figure, we have the Blossom figure is available as an add-on, and it's also available to anybody that pledges for $140 or more. So we've had a few of those already. I think we've had 5 of those claimed in that way. When we say minifigure, it's a minifigure, right? He's really tiny. Yeah. He's a cute desk ornament. I think he would be great for like a D&D campaign. You guys can write your own campaign for him and include him in your games. Or if you're tired of like the rusty old thimble in your Monopoly game, you can replace it with the Blossom. Like you can use it for a great many things. But it's just really cool, and it's like a fun keepsake. And a lot of people that have kind of glommed onto the idea and the story so far have already been interested in getting it. So it's really neat. Lots of cool
I will say one of my goals, like as I learn this business stuff and like entertainment, I plan to create my own games, and I want to create like that type of D&D type of game, like interactive games. So I'm gonna probably reach out to you someday when I get to that point, and I'm like, hey, can I put your character into this to see what you think? So that's really freaking cool. So
we've had people already kind of talk to us about the idea of doing like a what do you call it? Like a campaign like that, like people like that wanted to help write it and stuff. So, we're going to get a little bit further along and see about that. Maybe that might be a reward we consider for book 5 or 6 or something along those lines. But all kinds of cool stuff.
Back to the 72 hours right quick. Because want to stress this as much as we can. 72 hours early bird discount.
Yes, absolutely, guys. Please jump on that. They expire at 10 a.m. on Friday, so you got a few more days left to get in there. If you guys want to catch up on the story so far, we've got discounted bundles. You can get the set of A covers or the B covers. So it's right there for you. You don't miss out, and you get to catch up on the series so far.
Hey, I know her.
Fisticuffs t-shirts available too if you guys dig those. They're made to order, printed to order, so you can check it out. She's awesome. The shirt's awesome. That's I think so. There we are. So. For those of you that know Carrie, she's a fan of a lot of our work. She's a big supporter of the indie community. She does
I
amazing
love
fan
her.
art for
I
people.
freaking love her.
We all love her. She's great. Carrie was a fan of our art, and she made these postcard, these mini prints, and shipped them all the way over from England to me in Florida. Right. So we are gonna print them for anybody that orders. She's donated in the campaign. We're going to do postcard size prints. So if you guys go to the add-on section, you can add those for, I believe, $6 to your order, and you can get a cardstock set of Carrie's art. And since she's not watching, but probably will be later, this came in the mail today. This is the cards. I have not seen these yet. I have not opened these yet.
Let's go.
So I saved these for your show. So Carrie, I hope you're
my
watching.
God.
And let's dig in. I pre-sliced these so that, I didn't make a fool of myself on the air. Oh,
I feel
man.
that, man. I feel that.
So cool. Okay. So first we have the Blossom,
My God.
right?
Her art has been improving a lot lately.
Right? And then this is Nick.
My God, Carrie.
Yeah, right? Like, I love the speckling in the background. It's, like, so sweet. Like, she did a great job.
And she's coloring too. Oh my God, she's amazing.
Yeah. I'm really, like, thank you, Carrie. Like, this is, it's like,
Oh my God.
so remember we were talking about, like, earlier about, like, all the stress that goes into these campaigns and stuff. Like,
Oh,
it's this kind of support that makes it all worthwhile, seeing, like, people respond to this stuff. Hearing you respond to the story the way you did, seeing, somebody take the time out to do all this.
That is beautiful. Oh my
It
God.
really is. Thank you.
Like Carrie is one of the most sweetest people ever.
She is, and a great supporter. And so there's another sketch card that she did that she showed me earlier that's also amazing. So if that may be included as a stretch goal or as a book 5 reward, and she also showed me a piece that she's doing for somebody else. That is amazing. So I'm not allowed to talk about it yet, but I'm not allowed to talk about it yet. But she shared that with me, and it's awesome. So
Yeah,
Carrie,
I'm going to freaking brag about her for a second. So
yes,
allow me.
please do.
Carrie is basically our biggest fan for both of us, and she did a sketch card and like fan art of Arcfire. I'm definitely going to add that as a print for my next Arcfire campaign because it's so freaking beautiful. And I felt the love when I got it in the mail that she loved my story so much that she did this, and I think she's sending me at some point a Halloween one. I forget if it was a sketch card or something else. We talked about it a while ago. I completely forgot, but I saw the art she sent me. I'm like, oh my God! She sent me one Halloween one with the sword with the clown face in it.
Mm-hmm.
So I will say I actually put that art in the Halloween book coming down the road. I don't know if I told her yet, but
No.
when she sees this, she'll know now. But I actually added her fan art into the Halloween book coming down the road that one's just delayed right now because it didn't get funded, but that's completely fine. It's not canceled. It just wasn't time for it yet.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, it's coming back, but it's gonna come back better and stronger. I added her fan art to it. I'm so excited for it. And I'm like, I can't wait to get her the next one so I can add her next other fan art into the book too as a thank you. So I'm like, I want to get her out there too as she's been pushing us to get out there. As Carrie is such an amazing soul, and those sketch cards look freaking beautiful, man.
Yeah.
Oh my
Please.
God. She did amazing.
Please, guys, like go in there and support Carrie's art. Add it to your order. It's only a few bucks, but it'll be a beautiful thing to come with your comics and stuff. Add it to any physical order you guys got. It's so cool.
All right, Stan Yak, you're a freaking beast, my dude.
Stan is the man. I mean, I didn't mean that in the the corny way that everybody goes, Stan is the man. Like it's like like Stan Lee. That was Stan Lee.
I'm like,
No. Stan Yak is the man. I didn't mean for it to come out that way.
I gotcha.
I wasn't trying to like rip off Stan. I mean, that's like a Stan Lee thing. I wasn't trying to rip that off.
I got you.
I used Excel. Yeah, I used Excelsior in a sentence last night, so I don't want to be that guy. But I don't want to completely steal his thing. Timothy, man, he's been crushing it. Like the way that he does the Blossom fight scene in this one is just gorgeous. I really can't wait for everybody to see this issue because this is one of the most action-packed, action-heavy, issues we did. And then Robert, of course, was instrumental in setting the tone and everything, and in books 1 and 2. He's doing amazing today. I hope he's doing great. I believe the new She Spawn came out, and the dude deserves all the
Oh, it
success
did?
he can get. Yep, I believe number 2
Oh,
was
shit.
today. So yeah,
Congrats
and then
to
at
you,
the
Robert.
yep, and then at the bottom there, Dave, who's just like done everything in the field, and I
Amazing Spider-Man, Thanos, Harley Quinn, and wow,
yeah,
you're the crazy mind guy. Doing the
he's
letters and the logos.
he's
Oh, that's
amazing.
amazing.
Yeah, like that's why I really love the book 4 cover so much because it's like really the whole team coming together, right? It's like Stan's art, Timothy's colors,
Yeah.
and then with the blossom caption and like the retro look, like Dave really gets to shine a little bit, which he doesn't always get to on the covers because it's just logo and basics and stuff. Yeah, like
Yes,
up the
get back
very
up and
top one,
remind you
like yeah,
guys. 15 days to go, guys. Let's get this funded tonight.
hell yeah,
Literally
please guys,
almost there. Let's get this sucker pushed out, funded tonight, so at least let Fred breathe for a minute.
you guys
Yes.
can't tell it, but I used to look much younger, and I just want to fund before the damage gets worse.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I
That's
get people are sick of
I'm a
hearing it, but I keep saying that like since I started doing Kickstarters, I've aged like Lincoln in the Civil War, and it's
right.
true. I
I'm a
feel
huge fan of this freaking series. I read
thank you.
books 1 through 3, and like I said, it hit me to the core of my heart. Like, dude, this book needs to be funded now. And like, you don't back of your dick. That's all I'm gonna do. But for
I'll
but
use
the
that quote on the advertisements too. But yeah, look at that right there, man. I mean,
but dude,
that's
look at this beauty, guys. The
Mhm.
action sequences going on, and like, you don't even have to read it just yet. Like without the lettering, you know what's happening right now.
I love that.
Like,
Stan added that little touch of like the bursting through the panel like that. I just
oh
love
my
that so
God.
much. He's brilliant. That dude.
And
Excuse me.
also, if you hate onions, this is a perfect story for you because like, is an onion, so that also works
Yeah, it's
too.
it's it's funny how many people responded to that aspect of it. Like it's like an onion, like wow,
Yeah, for
and I'm
real.
like, I didn't think of it like that deep when I was just trying to do something really gross and repellent, and like I used to work in like a restaurant, so I used to overthink that line of work entirely too much. One of my first series that I wrote, like it was meant to be a TV series, but I wrote like about working in a restaurant because I did it for so long. It was kind of like waiting, but like not so like tame. Like I thought waiting was kind of like, you know, uh, soft, and it'll never see the light of day. It's not worth it. Not worth pursuing. But yeah. So, but the one thing that did survive out of that was the giant bloomin' onion, which I love.
I want to get back to these awards right quick. If you want to have a group and cover, you can purchase it here on the Kickstarter. You can get your family, your friends. You can earn up to 5 spots on a variant drawn by Stan Yak, guys.
Yeah.
And there's only 2 available, so it's very limited.
Yeah, so if you get the group cover cameo, that cover, like, you're not going to be sharing it with anybody else. It will be just you and, like, the group that you want on the cover with you. The other one that's right above it is the individual cameo. So if we get, like, even one person, we'll pursue the cover, and, I'll just add me and my friends in the other side of it. But however many people take up on that, we'll put them all in it, too. So, featured on the cover. So it's a really cool cover idea, and I hope we get to do it. And
And
then
you
if
get
you,
all the books, all the covers.
I believe
And
that's
this
13,
too. This
13
is
bucks
72
in,
hours.
yep, 72 hours.
72 hours.
Yeah, everything's limited. That's limited because of the inclusion of the variant, the foil, and the metal. So
Makes
anything with
sense.
the
Makes
foil and
sense.
the metal and the
It's
hypnotic
limited.
cover is 72 hours
Gotcha.
because that's the cool thing that I'm trying to do, right? Like one thing that I appreciate is the people that have showed up for this book from day one, like the people that have like took a chance on it and read it and like continue to support it. Like nothing makes me happier than looking in like the dashboard manager today and being like, man, that person came through for like books one, campaign 1, 2, and 3, and they're still with us. Like that makes me really happy. So I hope one day that like me, Fisticuffs, the team, I hope we all blow up really, really big. So I've tried to include like collectible stuff along the way. With the last campaign, we did a cover that was only available in the campaign. For this one, we're doing the 72-hour one, which is only available in the campaign and only available for the 72 hours. So if you want to take a chance on that and you want to upgrade to a metal or a foil version, the odds are they're going to be highly collectible and highly limited. So if and when this does, it'll hopefully reward you guys for staying with us in the beginning when other people didn't know about us. So that's the theory behind it, and I hope people dig it.
Yeah, dude. I'm one of those that actually was able to read the first three, and I'm like, you might think I'm overhyping, but it's a 12 out of 10 for me. I'm like, I don't tend to hype stuff up, but this is definitely worth the hype. And like, if it's very relatable, it's very raw and real. That's why it's a very high rating for me. Because I feel like we don't get these type of stories much anymore these days.
That's Boyan Kazlov did that one. He did our cover two cover.
This is gorgeous.
Yeah, I wish we could zoom in on the Lori picture because it's actually it's in better focus than the other one.
There it is.
Yeah,
my god.
It kind of captures the I don't want to spoil for anybody, but like the essence of what's going on at the beginning of book two, and kind of like the emotion and everything else, and it kind of also, I don't want to spoil, but it hints at what's to come. So like there's a lot of theme and a lot of stuff in the story that's tied into that shirt that people aren't even aware of yet, and you guys will by the time we get to 6 and 7. So yeah, it's a cool shirt. He did a great job with it. I have a few that I wear from time to time. I love them, so I highly recommend it. Yeah.
Also, shout out to Lori Foster. She's one of the best people in the business too.
So cool, so cool. Like I asked her I was like, you want a model for me? And I believe she did it in exchange for the T-shirts, which was so nice. I was like, she's like, can I get one for me? I was like, done. And I was like, and I think she asked for one for a friend too. And I was like, yep, sure, like no problem. And
some extra small to 2X guys. So,
and somebody also commented like thanked us for including a size chart because apparently people don't often do that. So yeah, that was nice.
I'm actually one of those people because I forgot to add the size chart of my campaign. But that was my first campaign ever doing that. So I'm like, but now I know to do it when I do offer those T-shirts and jackets and stuff. Oh god, this is gorgeous. And you say are you printing this as a
postcard sized print? Yeah, it'll be like cardstock print, so it'll be nice quality. If you guys backed Fisticuffs book 3 and got the physical, the early bird print that we did last time, it's the same type of cardstock, so it'll be nice quality, and everybody will get to enjoy them. And support indie art and support Carrie on her art journey because, like you said, she's leveling up.
This was our going.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, this is what I was looking for. I'm like the 5-page preview. But dude, I will say you make it very hard to choose which cover to freaking get. Because I'm like, I know I'm going to back this book, but I'm like, which cover do I want to freaking get? It's the question.
Yeah, I don't mean to keep whatever, but I'm really blessed with the people that we got and what they turned, like what we all came up with. Like it's like funny every time I go to a signing or a show with something new, like people get like more and more excited about it. Like I see people's.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's so awesome. I mean, the fairy one that Kiss did last time, like people light up when they see that. Like they think it's so cool, and it is. It's amazing.
Come on, man. Hell yeah.
Yeah, a lot of people really dig that one. So it's really cool, and once they see what we've got coming, I mean, I can't wait to get this out in front of people too. It's been a great, and that's the other thing I'm really grateful to is like everybody that's supported. Like, I've been doing a lot of signings, met a lot of people in person. A lot of them have jumped onto the campaign, a lot of people, like, it's just been really cool and rewarding, and it makes you feel good to feel like the way that you respond to the book, that it touched you personally. Yesterday, Lori Calcaterra on her show did a really nice, like, she almost had me in tears with what she was saying about the quality of the book and how good it is too. Even just now, are you a horror guy? Are you familiar with the Saska sisters?
Dude, I feel insulted that you asked that question.
Yeah, they're amazing.
I'm a horror guy.
Okay, that's right. Scream it all. I love Jen. Jen just did a share of a minute.
I know the Sasha sisters. I'm a big fan of it.
Yeah, Jen.
Question, yes.
Jen Saska just did a share a minute ago, and she was like, she was like, Fisticuffs is fucking awesome, or something to that effect. And I was like, can I use that as a pull quote? She's like, you better, or something to that effect. Really, really cool stuff. So yeah,
Oh
it's
God.
like it's like just getting all kinds of people that I've met, like just seeing people respond to it has been the best part. It's really cool.
That's how you know you're on the right track with something. You're getting this huge response, and I'm like, I know you're stressed about it, but dude, you have supporters because you're getting this huge response back. As I know it, but I know it's like as creators, we have that imposter syndrome, always trying to sneak in.
Yeah,
I was like, but dude, look at what you're doing. You're reaching people, even if you don't see it. You're reaching people, brother. And I just want to encourage you, dude.
thank you.
I know it's stressful, but brother, this is going to get funded one way or another. It might be tonight, it might be tomorrow, but it's going to get funded. We're going to make
Hmm.
sure that I'm going to post as much as I can. I don't care if I get sick. I'm going to make sure I post a freaking thing. I was like, I will freaking do a random video by myself, giving my review, and that not just typing it out to show
Yeah,
like why this book means so much to me as a fan, and because
thank you,
you
man.
gave me the honor to read the first three chapters at that, not just the first one. You
Yeah,
blessed me with the first three. I'm just like, well, dang, I must be that special. Can you give me the first three? Like,
you had
whoa.
me on your show. You welcomed me on into your thing. It's the least I could do, man. Of course,
And like,
and
I was
you're a good
expecting
dude.
one story, but you let me see the first three books. I'm just like,
Well, I can't leave
Jesus.
you on the cliffhanger from issue one, can I? Like, I'd just be a big dick, you know?
Oh my
Um,
God. But dude, yeah, I just like, bro, I just,
you want another really cool story? Speaking of pull quotes, I met Scott at a con. I met Dan at a signing. Unfortunately, they were cool enough to get back to me. But Mark Russell, I was really excited about. I was not able at the last minute to go to MegaCon this year, and I was looking forward to meeting him. So I sent him a message like, "Hey, would you be interested in reading this? I was coming to meet you, and I didn't." And he said, "Sure." I messaged him a little while after, and then he had really liked it, and then he gave us this amazing pull quote about the sharp humor and the underlying sadness that instantly connects you to their world. And it's a great pull quote, but the reason beyond that why it meant so much to me. So when I first got out of the hospital over 10 years ago, I was wheelchair bound, and I think it was like one of the first or second times I went back to like my local comic shop. My mom
yeah,
drove
yeah,
me
yeah.
out there. I got in the wheelchair and I wheeled myself in, and I asked my friend behind the counter to recommend something like light and fun, something to like cheer me up. And she recommended the Flintstones, and I was like, the
The
Flintstones, like
Flintstones.
I'm like, I'm not 9 years old, and she's like, no, no, no,
Uh,
they're really good. You need to check this out. And it was Mark Russell's Flintstones, and
oh, you got the best one. Nice.
it's so good. Like it's the most sophisticated, funny Flintstones
It
anybody ever
is.
read,
It is.
and
Oh my God, yeah.
it was just so cool for me that he got back to me. Like, because like it's like 10 years ago when I was like starting to heal and stuff. Like he was somebody that brought a great amount of joy to me. It is crazy this lineup too. Now that I'm connecting the dots too. One of the first things that I got when I got out of the hospital too, after Flintstones cheered me up and I wanted some darker content, was Scott Snyder's Batman. And I remember one of the first collectibles I got was the box set with the cut off Joker face mask. So
The cut off
it's
truck. I think I know that one.
remember.
I'm still fresh in the comic books, but I know a
Okay.
lot. I know I'm still a little bit fresh, but I think I know. I think I know that one. Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, they had a box set of it where you can get the mask, so you can wear it, so you look like you're the Joker wearing your own face and stuff. I still have it somewhere. It's really cool. Like, now that I'm putting two and two together to like look at all three of those names there, and like all three of them were like instrumental in me, beginning to heal when I first got out of there. Like Scott Snyder's run was published by Didio at the time, and Mark Russell's Flintstones just picked me up. So it's really cool that like think about it. Like you get into stuff in 10 years, you work and you put a little bit in every day, and some days you don't, but eventually you get to a point where you get that kind of awesome validation, and it's really neat. It's really sweet.
Dude, hell yeah, man. This
Yeah.
guy, like I said, guys, back this freaking book series. Get all the covers. Get the 72-hour bundle with
Hmm.
the Kiss Kiss covers and
Yeah.
with the foil cover, with the metal cover. Like, get all of it because I'm telling you, this book deserves your support.
Thank you.
It deserves your money. I'm like, it's by far one of the best things I've read in I don't know how long, if I'm being honest.
Wow.
And I'm a big novel guy. I didn't start reading comics until 2020, but ever since I started reading comics, this is by far one of the best comics I've read. This is my top five comic I've ever actually read since I got into the industry. Yes, my top five. Actually, at this point, you're my number
Uh,
one now.
no,
Now, you actually one. Like, sorry, Matt Knowles, you're my number two. I have to put Fred at number one because I relate to his story way more. So
don't
sorry,
do
Matt
that.
Knowles.
No, don't
No,
say that because
no,
Matt's mad at
no.
me from yesterday for something.
Well,
So,
too, man, he gonna be mad at me too. So I'm sorry. I'm with my brother Fred, because this story hit home for me. So I'm like, sorry, Matt, but Fred takes the number one spot. I
thank you,
acknowledge
man.
Fred. Uh, but guys, seriously, get you some fisticuffs.
Please,
Book
guys.
one through four. It's legit right here, almost funded. Let's get this sucker pushed to the 3,000 and get to 4,000, get it to 5,000 for God's sakes. So get some stretch goals.
Please, guys. The stretch
And
goals. We got the foil covers coming, the metal covers coming, and then, oh God, I don't want to get a lot ahead of myself. But if we get like really, really, really crazy, there are two things that I really want to do. One is stupid and it's really just for me. The other one is for the book. So I'll tell you one of them. The one that's for the book. I'm going to withhold because, frankly, we're not there yet. It's a really big thing. But
understandable,
if
understandable.
when the book, when we have a little bit of disposable money and like Fred starts like wanting to spend it, we've got a really cool thing that we're going to try and do that I think fans of the book will really think is cool and collectible and stuff. But the other thing I want to do that nobody cares about except me is spoiler alert. In this issue, we see Nick's tattoo. Nick has a tattoo and he tells the story behind it. And I thought it would be fun for me to get Nick's tattoo because it's like it's an awful tattoo, and that's the irony of it is the joke. So I think
Oh no.
if we hit like I'll depending on where we're at in a few days, I'll set a stretch goal, and if we hit a certain amount, I will get Nick's tattoo, and I may even because like Lori does the polls, right? So maybe I'll even let people choose the placement. I'll let people vote. Like, do I get it on like my shoulder, my leg, or my back, or my face? No, not my face. Um,
Please don't face.
you know what I was thinking about? Cody Rhodes.
Okay, the neck, fine, not,
Like neck. Yeah,
not,
yeah,
not the money maker, man. Not the money maker.
yeah.
Come on, man. Don't do
God, face don't make money, man. Uh,
that. Man.
but yeah, I was thinking about that. I was like, maybe not that tattoo because it's pretty awful, but maybe something with the Cody Rhodes placement. Let's see.
You got a little different trailer right here.
Yeah, go ahead, play it. Throw it up.
Oh yeah.
86%.
Come
All
on,
right.
man. But you see it here, guys. Go back to freaking book now. As you're watching this video, the link to this Kickstarter is in the description of this video while you're
Mm-hmm.
watching and while you listen to us blabber about it. But then again, while you listen to us blabber, go freaking back to freaking book, guys. Jesus. Good lord. Yeah. But for real, guys, get fisticuffs on your shelf now. And I'm not just talking about the fans, but also bookstores. If you see this, get this book on your shelves.
Mm-hmm. That's the
Because
next
we
thing.
need, because we
We
need more stories like this, and like
thank you.
not just in book forms. I'm talking about like animations and like movies and TV shows down the road. I mean,
I would
yes,
love it.
I am freaking putting that out into the universe. We need to get a Fisticuffs animation movie, TV show. I don't care, whatever form works.
I would love.
Budget wise.
I would love an animated version the way they do Invincible, where it's like they adapt like the style of Stan's art to the show. Like I think that would be amazing. Like Invincible stays really comic accurate. If they were like doing like an animated version of Stan's art, God, that would be
that
amazing.
that would be freaking phenomenal.
Yeah,
Every pun intended.
yeah. I mean, Nobody deserves it more than him. Like
Oh yeah,
his
yeah.
art is just it's amazing.
Chef's kiss, man. Chef's
Yeah, I
kiss.
recommend him to anybody that's out there. If you have a story that you really like care about, that you really want to like put all your chips on and stuff, like you could not put it in better hands than Stan. Like put the money on, put your chips on Stan, and he'll guide you through. He's that good. He'll give you what you need.
Heck yeah, go back Fisticuffs right now, guys. Link in the description of this video. Go back Carrie's sketch
Yes.
postcard that's on the Kickstarter. Go back the shirt because that looks freaking phenomenal. Like
Mhm.
Jesus, that looks beautiful. Go back everything. Go buy the mini figure. Go buy everything.
Yes.
Like it's gonna be worth your pockets. So
Yes.
just say.
It's yeah. When that animated show comes out and that animated movie comes out, like you're gonna be the lucky one that has all this shit. You're gonna be the cool kid
Exactly.
on
I'm
the block.
like, you're legit gonna like don't be the pre-investor. Like,
Yes.
come on.
Yeah. It's like the people that have like the the Eastman and Laird first printings of the Turtles.
Hey, there we go. Perfect example, guys.
Can't get those anymore, man.
Right. Well, it happens. I was like, what? If you guys don't know, we're also wrestling fans.
Yes, we are.
And we're also movie, TV show fans as
Mhm.
well. And as I continue this podcast, I'm going to expand to more having reviews of movies and TV shows. So, as the season now, I'm going to pick Fred's brain on certain topics of movies, TV shows, and wrestling.
Perfect.
I just love having you on.
Me too. It's like talking to a friend.
But we're going to talk about the most recent, because it's legit, the most recent, because it just happened a couple days ago. Class in Italy.
Ah, okay.
At what 5 matches I think it was. I lost count because
Mhm.
I'm not gonna lie, I was on my phone most of the time while the pay-per-view was going, or PL, whatever they want to call it today. It's really weird. I have to say, I've seen people say it was like the PLE of the year, and I was like, ooh, no, God no. And then others like it beat out Double or Nothing or whatever the pay-per-view AEW had. I was like, it did not. I was like,
I heard the AEW show is good, but I personally don't care for AEW.
which
They
is
don't know how to
perfectly
write stories. Like they have some really good talent, and I'll be honest. I'll give them a credit. There are a couple people that they occasionally get right, but when they do, it's really only for a short time. Like I had fun with Darby Allin's title run. I was starting to like him.
Yeah,
And then they ruined
He
it.
was pretty good. He was pretty
MJF is great, but they keep dropping the ball with him. Like he's
Yeah.
not he's great, but they don't know how to book him and stuff. And now I really don't know what they're doing because they've neutered Kenny Omega. I have no interest in watching Will Ospreay because he can't cut a promo. He's just like that. He's just like a drunk, obnoxious rugby player at a bar. Like I just don't want to hear him talk and go, bruv, bruv. Like,
Bruv.
please.
good.
And I don't get Moxley. I'm sorry, I just don't get Moxley. I know people like him. I don't get him.
Then the thing with Osprey, this dude, WWE stays in his mind so freaking much. He always gotta bring him up WWE. Talking about he's better than the entire roster, or he doesn't like them and stuff. I'm like, why the crap do y'all keep bringing up? We don't even care about you. Why does it live so rent free in your head? Like, I was like, why does these podcast or interviewers keep asking about WWE? And I was like, it's really old now. I was like, stop burning bridges. Like, come on. It's really ridiculous. It's unprofessional to me. And I was like, Osprey talking about he's the best wrestler in the world.
I love wrestling, to be honest. There was a time I was really into him. Like I thought he was like the next Kenny Omega. And if you
Yeah.
watch him now, he's more like the next Ricochet, which I don't like. He's like flippy guy, no sells everything. It's not fun. Like his moves, like none of his finishing moves actually are protected.
Land.
Yeah.
Really lands.
It's
And
he's
the
not good.
Ricochet got him out. It's really annoying. And I was like, he burning bridges too. I was like, y'all are so freaking childish. It's really freaking ridiculous. But let me get back to the topic right quick.
Yes,
About
Clash in
Clash
Italy. You
Oh,
go
you're
first,
gonna
and
vent
then I'll
about
say
you're
my
gonna vent
thought.
about that too. But let me get back to the Clash in Italy. The first match was Gunther versus Cody. The ending was very horrible because I'm like, yay, they're extending the feud. Like I am so just bored with it. I was like, Cody kind of like that was like. I gotta explain. It was like there were times like when Cody cuts a promo, it's always the same thing. But there's like small moments where it kind of sounded different, but he gets back to the same thing. I was like, I was this close to getting excited, but he came back to the same story basically. And with Gunther, he just says the same thing over again. But I expected more with Gunther since he became this retiring legend, Randy's
Career
legend
killer or something, maybe, right?
or like something. But like, and we talked off camera, but they did really drop the ball on Gunther. Well, I haven't been a huge fan of Gunther, but he had so much potential right there when they had him retire John Cena. where they had to retire AJ Styles. Like, you could have done so much more. And then he was gone for a while, and then comes back and has a deal with Paul Heyman. We thought it was going to be like a Gunther versus Brock match, but no, it was because Brock retired
Yeah.
at WrestleMania, and it was like, what the hell is going on here right now? And it was like, watching that match, I was on my phone pretty much 90% of the time. I didn't know what really happened in that match. And next thing I know, the bell rung, and then I saw Gunther pissed off. I'm like, why is he pissed? He lost. And like, you're so loser. Then they played the replay. I was like, oh, his foot was on the rope when Cody pulled his leg back. And I was like, the ref is on the other side, so he really couldn't see it. Now I'm like, they're going to extend this fuse for some odd freaking reason. And I'm just like, why?
So I have a question for you.
Okay.
Who right now in WWE is better off than they were a year ago? Besides Oba, who's actually really not better off than he was a month ago. Not better off than he was a month ago. Yeah, he lost his momentum. So who's better off? Because I don't think there's
a year ago
than a year ago. Because they've managed to kill everyone's momentum, especially in the last few months.
From a year ago.
They've killed Jacob. He's done right now.
He was very high for a while.
He fell. Gunther's done. Gunther's done.
Gunther's done.
Cody had lost all his cool that he had.
Cody kind of lost it out. Cody done lost it ever since 40. When his first title reign happened, he's kind of just got the same thing over it again.
He's not a main eventer. He's really not. I'm gonna get really nerdy about wrestling.
That's a hard question to answer, though.
No, it's not. The answer is they've killed everybody. Braun Breaker's momentum's dead. Like, they've killed everybody that they were saying.
Ruko a little bit, but she just got up here.
I don't think so, because right now, I mean, like, if you look at the internet, her rep is like she's a botch machine. And a year ago, she was ready to be up. She was ready to be called up, and instead they kept her down in NXT to f around with Zarya, and it just killed her momentum. If she had come up a year ago and was winning titles, I would say maybe. But right now, she's kind of like a late call up, and she's a botch machine. Cargill had aura and they killed her. Like, everybody is worse off.
They're ruining the women's title with Leo. I mean,
they're not defending it. The Usos are cucks again. They're like right behind. They're like holding
literally
the stick.
they're the cousins again.
No, I said cucks, like cuckolds. Like they, like they hold Roman's stick for him and stuff. Like they're awful. God, how embarrassing! Like, okay, it's one thing to be. It must be hard enough to be mid-card Jey Uso. I mean, that's bad enough. But imagine being Jimmy. Imagine being the Marty Jannetty of the Uso brothers. Like, that sucks. You know, why would you even wrestle anymore other than a paycheck? Like, fuck. I don't know. He has no future.
Well, I can't really think of who's better off now from a year ago. That's really, I really cannot think about it.
The only long-term booking right now is put the title on Oba one day, because Oba's over. That's all they're thinking about. And you know what's going to happen? Prediction right now. Oba's going to be really cool this month. He's going to be really cool next month. And by the time you get to the Royal Rumble, he's going to be Roman Reigns in 2015, and nobody's going to want him to win the title. That's what's going to happen to Oba. That's not a prediction. That's a spoiler.
That's a spoiler.
He's too over now, and they're not selling him right. So that's what's going to happen to him.
Trick got over, but with Semi feud, Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
that gingerbread man crap got on.
Oh, I love that. That's fine with me. That's like, that's what WWE. I enjoy that. It was
fine for a minute, but I feel like it overstayed its welcome. If I'm being honest, to me,
it's WWE. Everything they do overstays its welcome.
That's true. Okay, but Gunther versus Cody, I was like, didn't really care for it. I was on my phone most of the time. I guess if I rate it, I was like, I didn't really watch it, so I give it a 3 out of 10.
I don't think I watched it really either.
Yeah, sounds like I didn't really rate it.
Yeah, Cody's a channel changer for me.
Yeah, then it was Rhea and Jade, which actually I think that was probably match of the night for me, if I'm being honest. I can see the story in the match and like the emotion, but oh my god, B-Fab botched so freaking bad.
Those two, her and Michin, I can't stand Michin either. I don't think she has it.
She doesn't have the it factor either. They need
no.
No.
Can I give you a better suggestion?
Yes.
You put her with the Unstoppable Forces or whatever. Like, that's a team. That's a stable. Yeah. You put her with like three big muscular women working together. Like, that's a solid stable. You put those three together, and they could have a feud with Rhea and Io and and people. But B-Fab and Michin, they don't work, man. They're botch. They're botch. Everybody botch. Everybody's like botches.
But yeah, Jade, Lash, and That actually might be badass. Now I'm thinking about it.
Yeah,
If they book it right, it's the question. That's the thing. If
of
they book
course,
it right.
of course.
But yeah, that would that would actually be really good. So Rhea versus Jade, I give it a 7 out of 10 as a match for me.
You're going out of a 10 scale. That's why I was like the 3 on the first match. I thought was
Yeah, that's why I
weird.
said 3 out of
Okay.
10 for Cody and Gunther. That's why I said
Yeah,
3 out
no,
of 10.
that's that match. I agree with you. That was a strong match, and I think they have good chemistry. Like I like
Yeah,
watching Jade work with Rhea. She looks like
I think
she
Rhea
can.
really pushed her a bit more.
They're a good fit. She can throw Rhea around and make her look, make it look like a challenge for her. Because a lot of
Yeah.
times Rhea
Oh,
looks
yeah.
like, on paper, like she can't possibly lose.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And then the next was Soruka Rock and Over 2. Like I said off camera, like it was slightly better than the WrestleMania match, but that it wasn't really about much whatsoever.
I only disagree with you because of the finish. I don't like seeing Brock
Yeah.
beat Oba. I don't think it does
That's
anything for
understandable, yeah.
either of them. And also, I don't know why, but somewhere in my life, I've stopped enjoying the F5. I just don't think it's a very impressive move anymore.
That's literally the only thing he does is suplex and L5s.
F5s. He used to
Random
be real.
punches.
He used to be amazing. Like when he was young, he could do everything. And
But
to be
yeah,
fair,
no.
I was thinking about this the other day because
Okay.
I will say this, like I'm not a huge fan of Brock anymore. I think he's stale. He's not doing it for me the way he was. There are a few wrestlers that have had more like great moments in their career that have made me happy than Brock Lesnar. Like, if you think about it, his arrival, those first 3 appearances on Raw with the Hardys and everybody were amazing. That whole summer was amazing.
Oh
That
my
SummerSlam
God,
was
yeah.
amazing. The Angle feud, the ending of the streak, the return. I mean, there are so many amazing Brock Lesnar moments, and like it's really cool to see a guy that like just doesn't really seem to give a shit about the business the way some other people do, and he's still like just so naturally gifted for it that he's in
Like,
there at all
The
times.
funny thing is, he actually does care. I've actually seen the human side of Brock. Like, he
You
actually
think he
does
does?
care.
Okay.
Outside of his character as the Beast, he's
Yeah.
actually a really chill, nice, good guy.
Oh, I'm not
despite-
saying that he's not. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, like, there are other people like CM Punk and John Cena that you can go back and see the photos
that's-
of them as kids and stuff. Like, he was just a guy that didn't really care, when he got
That's
into
what-
it.
okay.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
But because he was like so built for the business and picked it up so quickly, and that's what I mean.
That makes total sense. Okay, yeah.
That a lot of times people in the industry like shit on like the athletes that come in and whatever. Like he may be maybe like like the best success story in terms of like athlete turned pro wrestler in terms of what he was able to do. Actually, as I'm saying that, you got to kind of throw him at least alongside Kurt Angle if Angle's not better. But those two, I would say, like really
I agree.
caught it.
I agree.
As I was saying it, Angle popped in my head, and I'm like, no, you can't leave Kurt out.
Dude, yeah, I agree on that one. I was like, what do you rate their match? I didn't get to rate that one.
Yeah, I don't have a number for them. Off the top of my head, I would say the Gunther and Cody match was kind of forgettable for me. I didn't care for it. I think I remember them having better matches once or twice. At least I think they had a King of the Ring or a crown jewel match. I think that was really good. This was not that. What I saw of it.
Yeah.
So I didn't care for that one. Pitt and Jade I liked a lot more. I think they have really good chemistry. I think their WrestleMania match was a little crisper if I remember. And Brock Oba I liked, but again, it's just I didn't care for the story. The like F5s and all that, like it didn't, and the jump start, like not for me. I would have liked to have seen. Honestly, I thought the story was better off as a one and done. Like he retired the Beast, keep him out, and then maybe you can do some angle. I would have just left it as done. Like Oba, put him in his place, and then maybe if you really wanted to, you could have done what you said, do the Gunther calls in the favor, and then he retires him in Minnesota.
Leading up to what the Oba Brock trilogy is having Oba actually retire this in Minnesota.
I think that's where his career is going to end. Yeah. So
They basically teased that when Oba made his promo on Raw. He's "I'll see you down the line." So it's like, oh, so they're going with the trilogy. Got it.
Yeah, which is fine.
Soruka and Becky, I missed majority of it because I was probably on my phone a lot watching that match. I did see like some good moments, but Soruka still struggled a little bit. That was a few botches a little bit again.
Yeah. Her reputation for people that don't know her from NXT, I don't think is very strong right now.
Yeah.
I don't think if you've seen her when she was good, you know what she has to offer.
Yeah. Literally slowed her momentum already. It's just sad.
And also,
I can't
too,
really give a rating on that match.
I can't get into this Jessica Carr story. Like, pull the trigger and have them wrestle or not. Like, just I
Oh
don't
my
want to.
god. Yeah,
Yeah,
because they always have her as a ref in the Becky Lynch match.
yeah.
Jesus Christ.
If you're not gonna capitalize on it, then stop reminding me that they have beef. Like, I don't need that, and it's a little, it's not for me.
Yeah, and then the tribal comeback match. Boy. Great action, I give them that, but the ending, it sucked. Which I expected because it's Roman for God's sake, so we knew that's gonna happen to win regardless. But it derailed Jacob a little bit,
Killed them.
like
Killed
completely
them.
killed him.
They
Like, at first, I was like, I seen people say Jacob should have won. I say why? Then I went back and thought about it. I was like, well, it actually would have been a more interesting story if Jacob did win. See, I'm like that would have amplified the Bloodline story, put more fire on the Bloodline story having Jacob as champion because that would have been unexpected. And then what would happen with Roman as not the tribal chief no more? And so I was like, oh, that actually would have been very. I would have been excited to see that story develop. Now I'm thinking about it.
yeah.
And like looking at it now, I'm saying, oh, Jacob acknowledges Roman, and then but the one that got me, pissed me off, were Jay clapping at Jacob, where Jay acting so tough. I'm like, Jay, you know Jacob beat your ass like multiple times, right?
Jay.
So you would act like you so tough, like bro, Jacob beat your tail so many times, like dude, Jay, stop, bro, he do too much to me.
Yeah, I understand. I understand that, like, it's a business and it's a
Yeah.
family business, and these are guys that are, workers and have been there and loyalty and all that and stuff. But from a creative point, you have literally done all that you can and too much more with the Uso brothers. Get them going. Send them out. Put them in TNA. Put them in NXT. Let them get people over. This Roman flunky thing. Think how much better it would be if you just put those guys to rest and you had a bloodline of Roman, Solo, Tala, and Jacob or something. Like something fresh and something new.
Bring in Zilla too.
Yes. Well, I don't know much about him. Is he the problem one? I know there's one Fatu brother that they don't want because he's like a real dick behind the scenes. Is it Zila or somebody else?
I don't remember. It's too many of them.
Yeah, I heard there was one that apparently there's one that's like the Teddy Hart of the family that's like probably pretty talented, but he's just such an asshole that people don't want to deal with him.
I thought that was Jacob at first.
No, Jacob apparently his reputation, from what I'm told is quite good. From what I've read is quite good. Like he is like a reformed dude, kind of trying to live the right way.
Oh yeah,
now,
he's
which
very
I can.
humble in real life. The dude is so freaking awesome.
Yeah, like that's what I like about him. Like he seems like a success story.
Fired.
Yeah,
He didn't
that
even
might
show
have
up
been
on
him.
TV. I forgot his name though. That's the thing. There's too many of them.
One of them's a problem, I heard. But I don't know if it was Zila or not.
But I know Zilla Fatu is actually he's getting his life together because he went to prison too.
Okay.
From what I've seen in Indies, he's actually doing pretty good for himself. I gotta give him that. He's doing pretty good. I'm like, he's not in trouble. He don't get in trouble no more. But he has a strong personality like Jacob.
Hmm.
But I think he's very humble. He's actually very open to coming to WWE because that is his family.
Yeah, of course.
So he's very open. So it's like I know Booker T's trying to get him signed, but Zilla's like, but he's just not ready yet because his story is different than theirs.
Yeah.
So he wants to find his own path to getting there at some point. So
And you know
it's
what's
very interesting.
And you know what I'm realizing too that really kind of rubs me the wrong way.
What's up?
I like wrestling. I care about its like history and stuff. Roman Reigns had a very great run, like one of the great runs in wrestling. That like 3-year title reign. Okay, he's been really, really stale and boring after that, and before that, he was like the suffer and succotash guy. I don't think he's one of this. You know what I'm talking about, right? That like awful promo he cut where he was just awkward. And
Oh,
stuff.
I'm following.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm a little miffed by like all the accolades he has and all the records he has now. This week on Raw, he was wearing a T-shirt that said he was like 11-time main eventer, and it's like in my mind he had a long run and a really good run, but he's not. Not that I'm a fan of this person, but he doesn't have the impact on the culture of wrestling the way Hulk Hogan did. He didn't have the impact on the history of wrestling the way John Cena did or Stone Cold did. So like, I'm not a huge Rock fan. Like I've liked him at times in his career, like where I was like really into him. But hey, you want to hear a funny Rock story for you, real quick?
Hey, sure.
All right.
I do agree with you on that, by the way. Grant, I grew up on John Cena, The Rock, Stone Cold.
Yeah.
I was like, I love Roman since I didn't even know Roman until he came to the main roster. I didn't even know his NXT career. I've known him since the Shield, I was like, I've been a fan of since then, and but like, I agree with you. He doesn't have that impact like Hulk Hogan
And
did. You know, I'm not a huge fan of Hulk Hogan,
right,
but Hulk Hogan brought people in. He
10
did.
years.
He was a draw.
10 years from now, people are going to be like, ask a wrestling fan, like, tell us the history of like the guys in the business, and they'll be like, oh,
Yeah.
Bruno, Hogan,
Yeah.
Hitman, Stone Cold, and then and Roman will be
Yeah.
in that list, and it's like I don't know if he really deserves to be, just on his merit. I don't know if he deserves to be, but
Which is
everything's a
understandable
taste.
because I'm just like, even though I love Roman, I can actually agree. I'm just like, I'm not sure belongs there either.
Yeah,
My goat is really John Cena because I grew up on John Cena since I was a kid.
up with was Shawn Michaels from
And
my
I grew
very
up on Shawn Michaels too. He's my goat too. I love Shawn Michaels. Like my goats are like legit. If you ask me my Mount Rushmore, I would legit be honest and tell you it's John Cena, Shawn Michaels, Undertaker, Stone Cold. And
I don't
CM
care
Punk.
for the Undertaker anymore.
I don't
I
either.
don't
But
like him. I don't like him now that
I don't.
he's like an
We're not gonna talk
annoying.
about that, but
Yeah, he's an asshole and like an
yes,
annoying.
it was a huge high on him as a
But
wrestler.
that's the frustrating part though. Like
Yeah,
it's like you
it's
were
hard
the
to like him today,
Undertaker.
but
Well, not even that. I'm just saying like you had a career like nobody else. Nobody else is the
yep,
Undertaker. Like his career
yeah,
was great, and like you had Mystique and all that, and like you threw it away to just be like an average guy on a podcast and like vent about like people in the industry you don't like and stuff like that. Like I don't
yeah.
get that. Like why not just
Uh,
keep your mouth shut and go down as a legend
oh, you
instead?
know, when you bring that up, you made me remind me of MVP and Bret Hart and going on all these freaking podcasts complaining. I was like, MVP keeps bringing up Triple H every 5 freaking minutes. I was like, dude, we know you don't like him. You don't respect him. Like, get over it. You over there at the other company. Move on. And like, so yes, I am definitely with you, dude. My
Yeah,
God, it's so annoying.
yeah,
But please tell us your rock story so we don't have to talk about the awful. Tell us
sure.
that rock story, bro.
So when I was in high school, that was like when the Attitude Era was like blowing up, right? Like,
Oh, nice.
yeah, I mean, top of the everything was peak. And my
Gotcha.
mall
Yeah.
had like a little kiosk in the middle of it that sold like all the local wrestling T-shirts and like wrestling merch and stuff like that. And they would occasionally do like little signings and stuff. And they did a signing with The Rock, and this was when he was People's Champ Rock. He had the world title with him. I think this is like pre WrestleMania 15ish, right?
So this is
So
before he was Hollywood Walk.
before Hollywood Rock, he was corporate rock, I believe, if I remember
Oh,
correctly.
okay, thank you. Okay, I'm following.
Corporate
Gotcha,
rock.
gotcha. Yeah. Okay.
So I, of course, am a total douchebag, right? This is me in high school. I'm waiting in line and I'm like trying to figure out what I'm going to say to The Rock. I'm wearing like an Aeropostale shirt with like blue stripes on it, and like my braces had the blue rubber bands to match. Like I looked like a douche, and I'm like a total tool. And I'm like sitting there and I'm like waiting to get my autograph, and I'm like, I got to figure out what I'm going to say to The Rock. I got to say something cool. So I get up there, and he's The Rock. He's just like focused on signing and stuff. And he's like, "Hey, pal, how you doing?" And I'm like, and I said this like a tool. I said this to him. I go, "Let me tell you something, Rock. In 10 years at WrestleMania, the main event is going to be you and me." That's what I said to The Rock. And he didn't even look up at me. And he just said to me, he goes, "That's great, son, but make sure you stay in school and get an education first." And I did not. So here I am at 42, trying to start a comic career, struggling to get funded. So the point of that story is, if The Rock gives you advice, effing take it. It's probably good advice.
That is freaking hilarious. Oh my
Yes.
Lord, Jesus Christ.
And
My God.
I got one more rock story for you too. This is a fun one.
Oh,
But those are my rock
they can go.
stories.
That's another. That's we go back to a previous episode. Watch this
Yeah,
story.
yeah.
That story. Oh my God.
It
But
was.
either way, you can go back on my YouTube and find it. Whenever you see Fresh Short, just watch one of them or all of them. You hear that story.
Yeah.
My God, dude.
Yeah.
But
Rock told
yeah,
me to stay in
that.
school, and I dropped out 3 years later. What the fuck?
Oh my God. And okay, we Clash of Italy. We got through that, and now to Raw.
Yeah.
Raw
I
was a
didn't see.
struggle due to Netflix.
Yeah, I didn't see
Because
much of it because it cut out the end.
yeah, it was legit just having so many glitches. Oh, but I think Roman started to show. Jacob came out, acknowledged him. Jay acting like he doing too much, basically. Yeah, that acknowledgement ceremony, blah blah blah. Oba, I'm not gonna lie, Oba got someone went to him back with that match. He
Yeah.
came out, everyone's tried to jump him, but he beat them up and finished his entrance, then got back into the match. I was
And
like,
then he does the pose. Like I love that.
okay, he got some momentum back. Okay, that was cool. I'm like, he wins it. He's in the semifinals. I'm like, that was actually a good match. That was actually fun to watch. Oh, I ruined that. he made a promo telling Brock I'll see you down the line. I was like, okay, so that confirms the trilogy, which we
It's gonna
like you
happen
said, should have been
anyway.
one and done. Hell, it was the women's match. I mean, Liv being annoying as hell and doing nothing. I can't wait for Roxanne to freaking turn on Liv because Liv is selfish as hell. I was like, I'm like, Roxanne is so much freaking better. I'm like, is it either be Roxanne or Raquel that's gonna turn on Liv, or both? But I'm really hoping both, if I'll be honest. And then I'm like, Liv is in the tournament because she wants it all. And, like, God, this chick is so freaking annoying. I was like, granted, I love Liv as a person, but her performance stuff is so dense and so annoying and just, it's a headache when she's on TV. I was like, but then it started really glitching. What were you able to see? And like, how did you feel about it?
I loved the Oba match, I mean, not the stupid Bloodline segment. I loved the Oba match. I thought, like you said, it gave him a little bit of his thing back. It still showed people that it's like, yeah, he lost to Brock, but he's still like way better than a lot of these people. It was a weird, I don't think Penta should have been in that match. They're presenting Penta like a bigger star than all that. Like, I thought maybe they could have put, somebody else in there to kind of look a little weak. But that was good, and if I remember correctly, I think the women's match was okay too, the 4-way.
That was
The qualifier.
Io, Julia.
Which, by the way, that story, the writing's on the wall. Io is going to win, and she's going to challenge Rhea.
Right, literally.
Yeah, they have to do that match.
Unless Stephanie comes out the blue somewhere.
It'll be SummerSlam will be Stephanie and Liv and Rhea and Io. Those will be your main events for the women.
She might be good. Actually, might be pretty good.
Yeah, that's what they're going to do. It's going to be like she's going to win it and win the King of the Ring, and Rhea's going to be like, I'm so happy for you, but I don't want to fight you. And then, they'll have a few miscommunications, and then they're feuding.
Plus, Rhea still has to beat Io at some point, so that's still a story. She has not beaten Io yet.
I would like that if they kept that going. Sometimes those are fun.
It really is. It's like
I was really upset when Triple H eventually beat Batista. I thought it should have remained, Batista dominant. It made him look good.
That was Batista's retirement match that he wanted, so
Yeah.
it's like,
And also too, Batista probably thought that Hunter wouldn't have to retire right away because of the health issues and stuff. He probably thought Hunter would use that win for like maybe a couple more matches momentum and then retire.
his heart could not take that. That was scary as hell.
Yeah. Oh God, yeah.
And then Braun and Seth match was actually pretty freaking good. The parts I was able to see, and the Montez came in and they paid respect. I'm like, interesting. It's like, so this storyline with the Street Profits and Seth is kind of interesting in a way. I really want the Street Profits to get the tag titles because I am so sick of the Vision. I'm not gonna lie. I'm so annoyed with Logan Paul.
Oh no.
Wait, he's injured.
No,
Hold on.
I agree with you on that. But you do not put the title on the Street Profits. They're stale. They're done. You split them up. You have you have Montez turn on Dawkins, and you put him in the Vision. Imagine that stable. You put Montez in there. Put Montez in the Vision. Give him a heel run, a singles run. Let him get an Intercontinental title and see if he can main event one day. He's not there yet.
That has been teased for a while.
Yeah.
For him as a single, he has the aura for it. I'm ready for him to be a singles competitor because he has the tenacity, he has the aura.
I love this analogy, but he's the Shawn Michaels and Dawkins is the Jannetty. It's just the way it is.
I'd say, I mean, you're not wrong.
Every team's that way. Yeah. I
was like, well, not the Usos there because they're both.
No. There's Jimmy's the Jannetty. Jay got the title run. Jay's the one that they tried to make happen. He was like Fetch in Mean Girls. They tried to make him happen, and it didn't work. He just doesn't have the skills. He's another botch machine. Yeah,
you can tell when you over saying you're welcome, you start botching so much. I was like, Jay, bro, you acting like you so hard, but bro, you're legit a joke. I'm like, you're back to being Roman's lapdog.
Yeah,
but
he's
trying to
really.
Make it seem like they're Roman because. Roman told Jay, go get the other title because there's two ends of the table. He's like, oh, you trying to make it look like that Jay is ahead of the table too. He's just a little puppy. Literally.
I hated that line about there's two heads. There's two seats at the. Oh, God, so, Roman sucks.
Jesus Christ. Oh my God. But yeah, the parts I was able to see, I guess it was okay. I'm actually, then I'm going to move to NXT because I'm officially a fan of Mason Rook. I was like, okay, at first I wasn't really sold on him, but after he beat the hell out of the Hendricks dude, I was like, well, shit, okay, I'm a fan. Because Hendricks, he needs a lot of help because he does not feel natural. He's just forcing it to be like, dude, no. And I'm like, you got a title match? I'm like really? No, he needs a lot of development. a lot of development. And this story with Jada Parker and Natty is
I
I'm
didn't
not
even
sure
see
about it.
that. My
I'm not even
NXT,
sure about it.
I didn't get to see NXT yesterday.
Hmm.
I only caught part of it. I caught that apparently Zarya won, and I don't.
Yeah, she
Zarya,
beat
man.
the Lizzie. I think her name is Lizzie.
Yeah, Lizzie Rain, I think.
Lizzie Rain. Yeah, she was about to beat her up, and
Brother,
Tatum stopped her and gave her the title match.
this is what I mean, man. Nobody is better off than they were a year ago. Zoruka or Soruka, whatever they were like fire in NXT a year ago.
Yeah,
And
right.
now they're both cooled off. Like at least Soul's got the title now, and she's gonna get a refresh, and we'll see what she can do with it. But Zarya, done.
Yeah.
I
I
can't
honestly, I'm not
stand
gonna lie. I forgot Zarya was on NXT. I'm not
NXT.
gonna even lie. Oh my god.
I didn't even recognize her. She looked very
Not
plain.
Zarya.
Yeah,
Yeah,
very plain.
yeah. It's very weird. And then the Dark State thing with they took out Shakran. I think that's his name, Shakran. I forgot to do. I think that's his name. They took out. But he got his first lick in with them. So I was like, this is interesting. I'm like, this is interesting. Especially I saw like some old videos of his indie time when he was in the indies. I'm like, he's actually a really good singles competitor. So I'm like, I think if they book him really good, he'll actually maybe a champion down the line. I'm so annoyed with I often say fantasy project, the Vanity Project. I was like, do y'all not watch WWE? Like, gimmicks like this typically don't last that long. Because look at
So
Ray Jose. He was here for a while, but now he got fired. Adam Rose. He was here
they
for.
are not No Way Jose. They're not that bad.
No, I'm not. I'm not saying that they're best at this type of gimmicks. Like they're similar, like with this, like with the type of. I don't even know what to call it, but those type of gimmicks don't really last that long. I'm not saying that it's bad. They're way better than Ray Jose. Don't get me wrong. Like way better. It's just those type of gimmicks don't last as long as other gimmicks do. But they are
I
kind of annoying to me.
well, of course they are.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's their gimmick though. That's them doing their job. Like I like
Yes.
those kind of guys. It is so much harder to have that kind of gimmick than it is. Like everybody wants to be the cool guy and the John Cena or the tough guy that like throws people around. I really appreciate the guys. Again, going back to like Shawn Michaels when he was young and when I was young, and he was like the sexy boy. It is so much harder to be that guy with the go away heat and to go out there and just be like and to take,
Mhm.
and also to do it without an edge. You know, like there are guys that like
Yeah.
there are guys
Yeah.
like Piper and stuff that could have done that, and like
Agreed.
yeah,
Yeah.
Piper had like people attack him and stuff, but he could handle himself. Shawn Michaels, as much as I love Shawn Michaels, the stories I've heard don't position him as like a legitimate tough guy. He got beat up by the military guys in Syracuse that time. There's the story of Bret Hart ragdolling him and ripping his hair out. Like so, Shawn is not that guy, but he still went out there and did all the obnoxious heat scenes. So it takes the kind of courage to go out there and talk big when you have like no means to defend yourself. And the Vanity Project are those obnoxious like the go away guys. Like we don't like you. I enjoy that about them. They're still too young. They don't look like wrestlers
That's
yet. They
true.
look like boys playing wrestlers.
They're like frat boys.
Yeah, yeah.
Then they added this random woman from who won the LFG thing. I don't even know her name anymore.
I don't know her name, but I don't
It's like,
know her gimmick. But good for her. Like
but I
she's
was like, congrats on winning LFG, but why they put you with them? Like, what is your purpose here?
that's okay. So there's a reason for that. It goes back to I like that. She's their China, right? Like that was the reason why.
Oh, yeah,
That's why they put China with Triple H originally. Originally, Triple H's bodyguard was Mr. Hughes. If you remember Mr.
really.
Hughes, I loved Mr. Hughes when I was a kid. He
I
was like
actually did
just
not know that.
he was just a big giant guy. He used to just stare at the camera and do
I
this
know who he is. I
face.
just didn't know he was the original bodyguard.
He was, but he only lasted really like short period of time for whatever reason in that run with WWE. Hunter suggested the female heater. He thought it would give him like a different layer. Like everybody else has like the big like I mean think of Shawn. Shawn had Diesel as his
Yeah,
bodyguard and stuff.
yeah.
Triple H was the one that like the female. It gives him an edge because people can't hit her, and it also makes him look like different because he's like relying on a female to fight his battles for him. So it makes him an even more despicable heel. So
Okay.
that's why I like her for them. She's bigger and stronger than all of them. She gives them a
Mm,
little legitimacy, and she gives that like, hey, I can like f with the opponent, and they can't do anything to me. It's like another layer to their gimmick
uh,
that makes them even like kind of like smarmier and like more unlikable. It's cool to me.
okay. Thank you for helping me understand why. Okay, now I see.
There's a
Okay,
reason
now I
for it.
see
It
why.
makes
Okay.
them more unlikable. You're supposed to have that reaction. That's working.
True. That is true.
Yeah.
That is very true.
Yeah.
I just want to swing it back right quick.
Oh, sure.
Guys, go support Fisticuffs. Let me bring this back up one more time.
Yes.
Go support Fisticuffs right now while you're watching this and get this to 3,000 and get to some stretch goals because, like I said at the beginning of this video, Fred deserves this, man. He's been working his ass off on this project for years and he deserves a break. So please help my brother breathe and get the sucker funded tonight and get it more funded tomorrow and then the next day and then the next day and the next day.
Please, guys. This is
and, and,
this.
and, and make Kickstarter push his book out so he can get more funding and
Yeah.
get some stretch goals on this sucker, guys.
Let's get me
Go
an all
back,
full tattoo.
okay, dude. Let's get Fred the tattoo, guys. Like, because I actually want to see that. I'm not
Oh, it'll be
gonna
awful.
lie.
It'll be awful.
But
But
this
I'd be
is
so
the
proud because it's my babies.
well, Fisticuffs the link is in the description of this video. So while you're listening to us talk about wrestling, go back to your dicks. I'm like your dicks, go back the fucking buck. It's like I want to call you if you don't back it. So, but don't be a dickhead. Back the fucking buck.
I agree with you. Thank you for all that you said. And yeah, please, this is like my passion project, and let's help get it funded. And take the stress off because
Heck
I look like a fucking catcher's mitt from the 1940s on my face right now. So please, let's get it funded.
And if you love us talking about wrestling, entertainment, movies, don't worry, Fred. We'll be back 1,000 times more because
Anytime, man.
Because we always have a bromance and we always have to vent about something. But thank you again, Fred, for being my season finale of KFC Fake Season 1. Man, but before we go, first.
All right, so number one right now, I'm gonna lump it all in together, but like fisticuffs and I'm not even being like funny here, but like Finding Stan. Getting this version of fisticuffs in the world is probably number one. My friends and loved ones, number two, and Parker in there as well.
Heck yeah.
The third, I'm going to give a big blanket term to stories and storytelling. This is very nerdy, but like I believe in the power of story. If you ever want to hear me talk about it, like I got a really nice Superman anecdote about the power of story. So yeah, the thing that's gotten me through more things in my life are like movies and comics and things of that nature. So story would be number three. At Schwartz Art LLC on Facebook, Instagram, and all the big ones, TikTok. And then you can also find me at www.schwartzart-llc.com. And thank you guys for everybody that's listened and supported. And yeah, just thanks.
And I'm always grateful for family, creativity, and life itself, if I'm being honest, because life is too short today. Like life is too short, and I don't hold any type of grudge to nobody, and I just like living life and just being able to breathe and create, like I said, create stories and like tell a story. Like there's a story in everything I see every single day. I get inspiration from Billboard. I get inspiration from you. I get inspiration from people like in general. And just yes, I'm a big lifer. I was like, I'm a big lifer. And you can find me on Instagram at IamCamDavisOfficial. You can my business tags are on there, my bio, so I don't have to name them out because too many of them. I'm sorry in advance. You can find me on my YouTube at Conversal or Kelvisal, however you want to pronounce it. KFC Fake Podcast is on Spotify and wherever you watch or listen to podcasts, like iHeartRadio and other places that I forgot the name of because there's so many of them, but I'm there. But I'll catch you guys next time. The KFC Fake will return in July as I am about to go on a break for a little bit.
I was going to say, have a nice
break,
break,
and of course,
sir.
Forever be there too in like 10 other episodes. But for you guys, catch you next time.
Thank you, everyone.